WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Good morning and welcome into Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is brought to you by Professional Floor Covering. It's also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We're going to talk about Randy and his team over at Professional Floor Covering today. Before we talk to him here in a little bit later today, because him and his team, they're here to help you design the perfect space. They have over 1,000 samples of carpet, LVP, hardwood tile, area rugs, and window finishings, but it is so much more than floors. They have a wide selection of kitchen and bathroom countertops, cabinets, tile, shower inserts, and more. And I love talking about the countertops because you walk into a kitchen or into a bathroom, it's one of the first things you see. And that material, the color, the pattern of a countertop, they all play a major role in how a kitchen or bath remodel will turn out. They offer a large selection of quartz, granite, marble, and laminate countertops, and they're here to help you find the perfect one that fits both your lifestyle and your design. Professional Floor Covering is an Abbey Design Center. You can find them at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam or online at proflr.com. And speaking of pro, it feels like the perfect transition here. We have Emily Camphouse, who works with marketing and promotion with Pro Vintage Racing. Emily, we've already been having a blast this morning. I'm learning so much that I didn't know about what this racing is. Thank you for joining me today, and we're fired up to talk to you a little bit about racing.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This is an absolute blast. It's been great this morning. I am so excited for this race season to start, and you're making me even more excited.
I'm jazzed up just because, back out in Pittsburgh, this is not something I hear a lot about. Can you explain for people at home that don't know what Pro Vintage Racing is, and they're sitting there like myself, and they're like, this is a little cold for stock car racing. It ain't stock cars. What are we racing?
We're racing high-end vintage snowmobiles on ice. So Pro Vintage Racing has been around for 30 years. This year is our 30th year, so we're coming in with big celebrations. This is just absolutely amazing. But you have snowmobiles that were factory raced back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, things like that are now people have still restored, still racing them today on the same tracks that were raced on 30 years ago.
Well, and you mentioned to me, and I loved how you described it, because people sometimes think vintage and they're thinking like a rusty bucket that they're out there basically just trying to get this thing to move. That's not at all what this looks like.
No. You think of the sleds like, for instance, like a 1970 Snow Twister or a Polaris or a Skidoo, whatever it may be. People have spent money to rebuild the chassis, put new skis on it, remake new hoods. That's high end. These aren't just rust buckets, but it is still that motor from that year, that era. You can look at, for mine instance, that's a 1973 motor that's still sitting there, and it's been cleaned and rebuilt and touched, but it's a super stock, so you can't do too much to it. And then you got your builders classes that go in and they do extra, modifieds, things like that to this motor, but that motor's still original from that year, and it's time and passion that people put into these sleds for you to be able to race them. So I always tell people it's a trip down memory lane when you see the racetrack out there.
Well, and passion keeps something like this going for 30 years. We're celebrating this year. Yeah. But you have a unique story with this yourself, because you're not somebody that's been racing your entire life. I just learned today, this is relatively new for you.
Yes, it is. Yep, it is. My dad did it back, in the 70s and 80s for factory teams, and he brought me in the last couple of years, but last year was the first year I've made it on the ice, and honestly, it's been nothing but a blast. I was a little unsure, I remember at the first track, you get up to the line and you're like, all right, I'm going to start it before you get out on the track, and my recoil broke, and I'm like, oh, perfect. I don't have to get out on the track. This is
You
great.
sound like me. I would have been like, I'm good, eh? I looked like I was going to race. I just don't have to now.
Right. That was my prayers were answered right then and there. I was like, yes. But instead, these people that belong to this organization all turn around and were like, we'll get it started. Don't worry. And after that, I was like, no.
You guys don't have to. Don't work too hard. You got plenty to worry about.
That's right. I was like, you got your own sleds. Classes are moving along fast. And nope, they got, honestly, everybody worked together really hard, really fast within literally like a 2-minute time span. My sled was running and I was headed out there. And the lane coordinator gave me the biggest knucks and said, go kill him. And I was like, yeah. As every first person would do. And, you're out there. I think I was out there for 3 laps, which felt like forever. And any new person, right? You're like, oh, this is taking so long. I don't know what I'm doing. With no practice. That was the first time I've ever been on a race sled. It was the first time I ever had my hands on a throttle of one. And I'm like, this is I hope it goes great. It went awesome. It came off. I had the biggest smile I'll never forget. But honestly, being with this organization, I will never forget the amount of people, and including the people that are on the board that help run these events that we have, came over to give me the biggest hug or the biggest high five of like, you did it. You did something you never imagined you'd see yourself doing. You did something that was so scary, and you completed it, and you have the biggest smile on your face. I'm like, I was so excited. After that, I was like in sync. I fell in love. I'm like, on to the next one. When's the next race? I can't get here fast enough.
Well, and it sounds like it's kind of got a family feel where there's a health of the sport that people are really engaged with when you're a part of this community. We're going to have to take a break, but when we come back, I want to dive into what makes this such a family in pro vintage racing and who this is for. Because I know I'm terrified even thinking about it right now. Emily, you're a better person than I am. But we'll dive into that right on the other side of the break here with more Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
This holiday season, power up your Christmas with Skill. From drills and drivers to sanders and saws, Skill delivers advanced performance and durability with the convenience of cordless technology. The PowerCore 20 battery powers every Skill 20-volt tool for ultimate versatility. Hurry, Christmas is almost here. Save big money on all Skill power tools at Menards. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Ho, ho, ho. Hi, kids. This is Santa. I'm getting ready to make my way to Dodge County this Christmas. But before I do, I want to hear from you. So please, write me a letter and let me know what you would like for Christmas this year. And with your parents' help, drop them in my official Dropbox at Swan Park Rotary Lights in Beaver Dam. I might just read your letter on WBEV.
Made possible by Bayside Supper Club and Cassandra Schmidt of Modern Women of America.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker, and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Tune in to 95.3 WBEV Thursday at 11:10 for December's Let's Talk with Beaver Dam Unified School District Superintendent Mark DiStefano. We'll discuss students and staff highlights, academic progress, and exciting program developments. We'll also walk through facility improvements, winter weather protocols, and the important safety updates. It's Let's Talk with Beaver Dam Unified School District Superintendent Mark DiStefano this Thursday at 11:10 on Daily Dodge TV and 95.3 WBEV.
Oh, I'm so sad. I'm Wally, and I'm just so sad.
What's got you feeling so down, Wally?
Oh, hey, Randy from Professional Floor Covering. I spent my new radio money on a mansion, but the floors look like a bad Facebook Marketplace ad. How am I supposed to spend all winter staring at this?
Well, wipe those tears, my dear Wally. At Professional Floor Covering, we have the perfect solution for your mansion mayhem. Like a wide selection of carpet, hardwood, laminate, LVP tile, and more. We'll measure and provide the design suggestions, all at prices you'll love. Need more than flooring? Get brand new cabinets and countertops or a luxurious shower or tub conversion. Professional Floor Covering has everything you need to transform your space before you're shut in for the winter.
Randy, you're a hero.
That's quite the exaggeration, Wally. But when it comes to the selection at Professional Floor Covering, there's no embellishment when we say we'll find you everything. Just visit PROFLR.com or our showroom in Beaver Dam today and see for yourself. Hey, this is Randy from Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering. It's also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. We are joined this morning by Emily Camphouse, who works with marketing and promotion with Pro Vintage Racing. Yep. And we kind of dove in a little bit before, and you were describing it, but this feels like a family. What makes Pro Vintage Racing the community that it is?
A lot. everybody is family. It's friends. You work together. You can go out on the track and, you cheer each other on. Whether you're, I don't know, best friends outside, you're still on the track, you're still competitors. But if you were out on the track and something broke, you're going to have people that are going to come to you, and they're going to help you fix it so we can see you get back out on the track for the next class. Nobody wants to see anybody shut down for the day. That's not how this works. Everybody comes together as a community, and we're a big family community. Like I said, being new, everybody welcomed us in with big open arms, and it's been nothing shy of amazing. I've gotten to meet so many people, get introduced to even more people. But altogether, everybody still cares about one another. Everybody still reaches out to everybody. It's one big family. It's not somewhere when you go to certain places, it's a cliquey, like, oh, you have this person over here and this person. That's not whatsoever what Pro Vintage Racing is about. And we never in the 30 years ever plan on losing this, even for the next 30 years. We all work together. We stay together. We're friendships. We want to build that friendship and rapport, and we want to keep it that way. I want to work. If you're new, what can I help you learn? I want you to feel comfortable to come to me and ask me, hey, I broke this part. Would you have a replacement? I might not, but I can tell you who probably will, and get you the help that you need. And that's absolutely what has made it last for 30 years.
Well, I love that you said it the way you did at the end there, talking about the new people, because there's a lot of people that I'm sure would be like, hey, this sounds really awesome, but frankly, I don't even know where to begin. Yeah. Who is Pro Vintage Racing for? Is it truly for everybody? Does that go down to kids? Who does this really go after?
It's for everybody. We're bringing in a 120 class this year, which just for, your parent has to be a member. But it is to get your kids out there anywhere to our super seniors, which is 70 and older. And that class is full. You have your super seniors and you got your seniors, and your seniors and your super seniors are the ones who started this. Even racing back for factories back in the day, they started this and they're keeping this organization going, and it's up to us as younger generations to help carry it through for another 30 years. And it's for everybody. It's a great family time, just for something different. You can see this and that, and we're making it to the web and things, but I don't know how to explain it. It's just just come on out and look at it. It's not something you put it in your head and you're like, this is what? You do what? On where?
Well, people that right now are like, hey, I would love to be involved, or at the very least, this sounds really exciting. I would like to at least go out and watch a race. How can people learn what is coming up? Is there a website, a Facebook page that people can go to?
We do. We have both. So we have our website, which is provintageracing.com, and then we have our Facebook page, which there is some out there, but the original and all-time one you want to go to is called the official Pro Vintage Racing. And if you can't find that, I always say find me on Facebook, and I will get you there, because if you see me in that page, you're in the right page.
That's a good point. Well, plus I'm looking at the website, provintageracing.com right now, and there's even links there.
Yes.
So if you aren't sure if you want to go to the right one, go to the website, yes, and then you'll be able to find it from there. And I know we have to talk about what's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is your time of year. It's cold out there. There's a lot of snow.
It is beautiful outside. For the people that don't like winter, I'm so sorry, but this is glorious.
So this is, I imagine for a lot of people in this group, this is best time of year. You bring me the snow, bring me the cold.
We want the cold. We like the snow a little bit, but we want the cold. When it's been negative 30, negative 40, it is like, yes, the ice is being made. When it gets down to the single temperatures at night, it makes you even more excited. And I have to give praise to the guys that are out on these tracks that are, not on a lake, and they're spreading gallons and gallons of water to be able to lay this. And it's, you're just like, oh, I'm so thankful. I'm hopeful you're out there. This is the perfect temperature. We're making ice as you're laying in bed all cozy and warm. You're like, I'm so sorry you're there and I'm in bed, but I'm so thankful for you.
Absolutely. I would be thankful too. I mean, it takes a lot. I say it all the time in the show, but it takes a village to take something like this and make it run like it has for 30 years. And you were just talking about racing on the lake. That's something I can't even wrap my head around yet, because I didn't realize how fast these vehicles actually go. Yeah. How fast are you getting up to in some of these big races?
Anywhere from 70 miles an hour to 120, if not more.
That's bananas to me.
Yeah, and I tell people, it's so dangerous. I'm like, as long as you use your head, it's not that dangerous, and it is. It's a sport. It's not like it's anything else. You can get in a stock car. It's still dangerous, but it's still fun.
No, I mean, you play football, it's dangerous. Yeah. I mean, if you do
anything.
That's
more dangerous than this.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's danger in almost anything that's fun in life. And when you guys are pushing, your boundaries and stuff, and one of the things during the break and in pre-show that I would love to highlight a little bit is the way you described how, kids are really good at turning fear into excitement.
Yep.
And then we really struggle at that with adults. You are pretty new into the racing. How has this developed you? How can you feel that you've grown as a person since starting with this?
Oh my man, I can tell you, like, I was confident before, and excited for everything, but this is a whole nother level of confidence. This is a whole nother level of knowledge. And on top of it all, it's a whole nother level of excitement. I tell people when I was out there, I was like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. Instead of engrossing that fear and being like, I can't do it. No, I'm not doing it. You have to tell yourself, like, I'm already doing it. Like, you just got to take the first step, not think, do, and then you just react from there. You're like, be proud of yourself. You have to tell yourself you're doing a good job. You have to be comfortable with giving yourself praise. And when you get that far, it's easier to engross into other people. And I think, part of you have to have those cheerleaders as well that are like, you're doing awesome. Even though you feel like you're still at the bottom of the pack, that's okay. I can remember going to each and every race last year and people coming up to me being like, oh my gosh, look how far you've come in 3 days. 3 days. We've had 3 days from the last race to this one. Look how far you've come. And I'm like, I can't believe I went that slow. Like, I look at videos from my first race last year to like my last one. I'm like, man, they should have just put an orange cone on the back instead of avoid the traffic cone moving around the track.
I have to ask because this has jumped into my head. Have you seen Talladega Nights?
Yes.
Okay. Well, because all I'm imagining is if I started this, I would be Ricky Bobby going 25 miles an hour. Are those the other vehicles? Yeah. Those the other snowmobiles passing by? Is it like that at the very beginning where it's, getting the confidence to be able to push it to 70 miles an hour? I feel like I'd be going 30 and be like, this is plenty fast for me.
That was me. That was totally me at the first race. I'm like, okay, you can pass me all you want. I don't care. And then at the end, I was like, I could have totally went faster than that. Come on. Like, I had, had given myself a hard time to help encourage myself to be better.
Yeah.
By the time I made it to the next race, I was like, that's it. I'm grabbing a handful of throttle on the straightaway, and I'm going to see what this is all about. If I crash in the corner, my dad will forgive me later. Like, I don't know. And I did. I remember I grabbed a handful of throttle, and I was like, it's now or never. Like, you got to just do it. At some point, you just got to take the fear and turn it into excitement and just go for it. And that's what I did. After that, I never looked back. It was like, just keep growing every time. And I spent my whole summer, hands deep in snowmobiles trying to figure out, is this what makes that go? This is what makes that go. Okay. I'm not going to lie. As a female, I was like, I don't know anything about this. This isn't what I grew up doing.
Well, but anything that what you want to learn, you want to be passionate about, getting the ins and outs. Like, I might like to eat bread, but I don't know how to make it. Yeah, so learning the process almost adds to that appreciation in what you're doing each day. I got to imagine when you do have that fistful of throttle for the first time, that feeling was probably something that you've never had in life before.
No,
different.
It's totally different. You can be at home running around on your four-wheeler and grab a handful of throttle, and you're like, yeah, all right.
You're going 25, 30 miles an hour. Like, that's me. That's my speed right there.
You think you're so cool, and then you grab something that has way more horsepower than that, and you're on such a riskier, you've got a track with studs, you've got your two front skis with carbides, and that's all, and you hope for the best, and you lean in the corners to help pull the weight of the sled to the way you want to go, and it's just... You're like, oh, this is a totally different feeling. But after that, I tell people after the first time, you're like, oh, all right, I want to do it again. Like, you're in, you're sold. And that's what it's all about. It's like, if I can get myself into it, get my kids into it, but help bring other people get into it. It's not, 120s is a great place to start for your kids, or a kitty cat. We don't offer the kitty cat classes, but it is a good place to get them on something fun. It's a good experiment for not only the person, but as your child of, can we get them to feel confident, but to compete with themselves?
So put one foot in front of the other.
That's right.
Get that first baby step, and you're going to. It sounds like it's very quick, and you're going to probably get the fever.
Oh yeah, I got the fever now. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, again, you look outside with how cold it's been, all the snow. It's got to be like this time of year, and I'd want to dive in because I kind of started and I got away from it.
That's okay.
What are some of these events that are coming up here?
Yeah, so our biggest right now that we're going to lead the season into is our first race, which is January 3rd, so right after the New Year. So you're right, you got the holidays, and we're itching for the holidays
and
to be
time
over.
to work.
Yeah, we're waiting for the holidays to be over. Hurry up, get here and be gone, as we say. No, we're taking our time to make sure our tracks are great. But our first race is January 3rd in Wausau, Wisconsin, at the Wausau 525 track. And they've been absolutely awesome. They're laying ice. They've been in contact with me, and I'm like, always go check them out on Facebook too. That's so awesome. And then from there, we'll roll right into the Vintage World Championship, which is at the World Championship Derby Complex in Eagle River, Wisconsin. That's January 9th through the 11th. That's all. You see people from all over the country, and I can't even say states anymore because you get people from Canada, Alaska, Hawaii, all the way. Some people
got Hawaii people coming in.
Some people come from Sweden. Like, you get people from all over the world that come to Eagle River, Wisconsin for this race. It's an honor to be racing at that track. I tell people that track's been around forever, and there is so much history tied to it. It's a blessing. I always feel blessed and honored to be able to step foot anywhere near that track, let alone to put my butt on my seat, on my sled, on that track. I'm like, this is just an honor. And it's even,
pinch yourself moment.
Right, yeah. And it's even more because I think back of like, my dad used to race here. Now I get to, and I get to race. My dad still races. Will be 72 in December this month.
And he's in the super senior class.
Yeah, he's in the super senior class.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's still going. So I'm excited. And then from there, we'll roll right over into OCC, which is the Outagamie Conservation Club in Hortonville, Wisconsin. So it's just a little bit north of Appleton. And they're on January 24th. That's that track that's a little bit, I always say it's teardropped, and they're going to slap my hands for saying that. I just know it. But that track it's complex, but it's awesome. It's such a skill tester, and I love every second of it. And that's such a laid-back family organization. It's out in the, I always say in the boondocks, but they build a huge snow pile for kids to play on with a huge fire pit. Come on out and just have a good old family time. From there, we'll roll right into Wausau again. So we're back at Wausau 525 track on January 31st. So we are back to back.
That's jam January.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then we're just going to roll right into February from there. February 7th, we're back at the Outagamie Conservation Club, again in Hortonville, which is a blast. And then we're going to go back up to Eagle River at the Wisconsin Championship Derby for our World Series. So at that time, we'll join with USSA, which is your pro champ sleds, your modern day sleds. So we're going to join in vintage with your modern, and then we in between. It's so cool that we all get to, that's a race I always tell people to see. You get to see modern sleds to your vintage, and we're all one, And that is February 14th and 15th. So right over Valentine's Day.
I was going to say, a good way to celebrate it.
Yeah.
Get out there and race a little bit.
Right, it's just love. It's the love of the sport right there.
Amen.
And then from there, we'll go right into Manawa, Wisconsin, which is just a little bit north of New London. On February 21st, they host the Manawa Snowdeo. So they're we race, but then they have the Kitty Cat organization. So all the kids in there, and these kids race some impressive sleds from like 120 champ sleds, mods, like these little kid sleds, they have done souped them up. I'm like, I don't know if I would get on that, but all right. Like, I'm encouraging. And they race there, and then they do like speed trials, and they have all this fun stuff on a lake, and it's so cool. Everywhere you look, something is being raced somewhere, and it's such a blast. It's so family orientated, and that's what I love the most. And then we finish up our season in Willow River, Minnesota. So we'll drive all the way up there and race on Willow River on the lake on February 28th. So I tell people, come on up. It's such a fun time. It's out on the lake, It's a totally different atmosphere.
It's a 2-month sprint, it sounds like.
Yep, that is our season.
And people can learn all about this. Make sure they follow along with the events on provintageracing.com as well.
Yep. There's an events tab there, and you can go to our Facebook page. I do post, I think today I just posted a reminder that our first season opener is in 18 days, which feels not that far away. Gives me a little bit of anxiety, but 18 days in Wausau is our season opener, so...
Well, I can't wait. Wausau's not that far away. Even if you don't want to race yourself, but you're looking for something fun to do after the new year, go on out, enjoy it, and be a part of the fans watching all you very talented and brave people.
We are going to live stream some. Not all are live streamed. The World Championship Derby Complex has their own flow racing, so you can be at home and watch them. But the Wausau on January 31st and then the OCC on February 7th will also be live streamed, so you can sit at home and watch them. But I highly encourage you just come out to feel the atmosphere. It is so different than seeing it on TV.
Well, Emily, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm wishing you happy holidays, but I'm also wishing that for you're going to really enjoy when they're done as well. Yes. And good luck this season. Stay safe. We'll be rooting very hard for you back here.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm excited.
Of course, we're excited. Well, can't wait to get you back on and hear how this season goes.
Oh, yes.
Well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have Randy from Professional Floor Covering. We got to figure out what we need this holiday season to spruce up that home. That's next here on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Cheery, Preston. For now, the son of Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer, remains behind bars on suspicion of murder. The 32-year-old accused of stabbing them to death in their home on Sunday. Reaction continues to come in to President Trump's comments on social media following the murders, disparaging the Reiners because they were strong opponents of his.
Within hours of that post, several Republican lawmakers denouncing the president's words. Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massey writing, "This is inappropriate and disrespectful discourse about a man who was just brutally murdered." Former Trump ally Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene writing, "This is a family tragedy, not about politics or political enemies." But when asked about that criticism, the president doubled down.
ABC's Rachel Scott. The nation's latest jobs report, delayed because of the government shutdown, showed 64,000 jobs added last month, but 104,000 lost the month before. Court hearing today in a lawsuit against the White House over the massive ballroom project. This is ABC News.
Whether you're waking up or getting ready to hit the hay, you can always count on great content from 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge in the Slumberland Furniture Studio.
Today's news and sports headlines are brought to you by Prairie Ridge Health. They're here for every age and stage of life. Find more information at prairieridge.health.
From the Daily Dodge News Center, I'm Terry Bell. Hustisford taxpayers may be asked one last time this spring to keep their local schools from closing for good. The school board discussed an operating referendum last night that would ask for more money over 2 years to cover basic costs. The school board is set to put the finishing touches on the referendum next month. Meta's point person in Beaver Dam is in town in part to address concerns about the impact of the billion-dollar AI data center going up on the city's north side. Matt Sexton spoke to the Beaver Dam Common Council last night about water, pollution, energy, and taxes. He invites skeptics to look at how Meta's other AI data centers are performing around the country. Beaver Dam has a new Parks and Forestry supervisor. He's Joe Kern, who grew up in Beaver Dam. He supervised 25 employees at McKay Nursery before joining the Parks and Forestry Department. The Common Council approved Kern's hiring last night. He takes over for John Newman, who's retiring after 27 years with the city. A 20-year-old man from Reeseville faces a child pornography charge. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office says it acted on a tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. The Sheriff's Office is asking the district attorney to charge the man with a Class D felony. And the Theresa Snowmobile Club says its trails are now officially open. The club is asking drivers to keep an eye out for snowmobiles on trails and crossing highways. Drivers should give snowmobilers plenty of space and treat them with respect. I'm Terry Bell reporting from the Daily Dodge News Center. Submit your news tips at dailydodge.com.
Award-winning news you can count on. WBEV.
In sports, the Packers have a short week to get healthy as they get ready for a trip to Chicago on Saturday night. Looks like Christian Watson avoided serious injury in his chest injury. Micah Parsons not going to be around with the torn ACL in his left knee. We'll wait for updates on Zach Tom and Evan Williams today. Packers and Bears kick off at 7 o'clock Saturday night on 95.3. Badger women's volleyball team continues to get ready for the Final Four in Kansas City on Thursday night. Badgers will take on Pittsburgh. Coverage begins at 7 o'clock on ESPN Beaver Dam. You can see all of last night's high school scores on the sports tab at DailyDodge.com. Beaver Dam boys hockey team hosts Manitowoc tonight at the Family Center, 6:45, the broadcast time on Daily Dodge TV. Beaver Dam boys basketball team hosts Oregon tonight. That's on Daily Dodge TV and ESPN Beaver Dam at 7 o'clock. That's your Daily Dodge Sports Center. I'm Wade Bates on 95.3 WBEV.
At Prairie Ridge Health, women's health is a lifelong journey. We're here with you every step of the way, from routine gynecology care to pregnancy, menopause, and everything in between. Our compassionate team provides expert care tailored towards women's health. With flexible appointments and convenient locations in Beaver Dam, Columbus, and Sun Prairie, we are here to support your journey. Learn more at prairieridge.health. Prairie Ridge Health, inspired by you.
Today's news and sports headlines were brought to you by Prairie Ridge Health. They're here for every age and stage of life. Find more information at prairieridge.health.
The All-Star Request Show with Jeff and Cindy Lou on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Mainly cloudy skies expected today with daytime highs approaching 36. Southwesterly winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mainly cloudy skies expected tonight, lows dip down to about 22. High of 35 tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. A dusting of snow Thursday through Thursday night. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Currently, it's 18 degrees.
This week's White Construction High School Athlete of the Week is Ben Paul of Randall. The senior participates in football, basketball, and track for the Rockets. His favorite high school moment is rallying from 2 scores down on the football field in the final 3 minutes to beat Crivets. After graduation, he hopes to play college football. Congratulations to Ben Paul of Randall. He's this week's White Construction High School Athlete of the Week.
If you've been injured in an accident, QBS Law can help. QBS will manage your claim so you can focus on what's most important, getting better. Located in Beaver Dam and Mayville, QBS has been a local law firm in your corner since 1902. If you've been injured in an accident or have been injured by dangerous medical products or prescription drugs, call QBS in Beaver Dam at 920-885-9266, in Mayville at 920-387-2400, and online at qbslaw.com.
Hi, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering, making sure you don't miss what's happening in your hometown. It's Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is brought to you by Professional Floor Covering. And with us now, we have Randy over there at Professional Floor Covering. Randy, first of all, I got to ask you, we're only about 10 days out now from Christmas. You got all of your holiday shopping done?
Well, we got 10 days yet.
Yeah, that's my kind of guy right there. So, Randy, I got to ask you. So it dawned on me last night that, like, up here in Wisconsin, I'm one of those people that I push it as long as I can until I have the heat on. And I was curious, is there anything that homeowners need to be extra aware of when they're buying something when you are in Wisconsin that this might have to hold up in a different way than other parts?
Whoa, what do you mean?
So is there any type of flooring or cabinets or countertops, anything like that when you are in Wisconsin, you probably need to be a little extra aware when you are shopping that, hey, this is going to have to hold up?
Yeah, there are a few things like, real wood is somewhat of an issue here in Wisconsin. We have the freezing and the thawing and high humidity levels in the summer. That definitely affects like wood products. You don't like to run your air conditioner?
No, my God!
Don't buy a
AC.
3/4 solid hardwood floor.
Okay.
Because you will have problems because they expand the most. Then you would want to go to like a engineered product, like a wood floor that's on a piece of plywood, so it expands and contracts a lot less. But if you run your air conditioner and you keep it pretty stable in your house, pretty much anything will work.
I'm pretty sure that if you came over and saw what I do to things, Randy, you would probably hate me so much. Although you'd probably love it too, because I'd have to go in to Professional Floor Covering. You'd be able to point me in the right direction, because I'm pretty sure I just ruin everything I touch.
Yeah, well, you should work on being nicer to things.
Yeah.
They last a lot longer that way,
That's a good point, too. So when people are, whether it be floors or cabinets or a tower-to-shub conversion, is there something that, you can tell us, hey, this is probably the best way that you can maintain this and keep it at a high level for years to come?
Yeah. We're going to tell you how to take care of it, what the maintenance requirements are. We're gonna inform you. You'll know exactly what you're getting when you get it here. That's for sure.
Well, and this time of year, I don't know, is there anything that's really in trend that if you want to make sure that you get this in the house sometime in the early new year, it's good to get over there and start asking questions now?
Yeah, well, cabinet design is something that takes a little bit of time to put everything together. We go back and forth a few times. You got to look at the drawings. Oh, yeah, I like it. No, let's change this. Let's change that. Those could take some time. So if you're thinking about doing something after the holidays, this might be a good time to start because it takes a little while to put it all together.
Well, just because it's not going to be done by Christmas going in now, this is still a time where if you are like me, Randy, and you haven't bought a Christmas gift, hey, you want to surprise your spouse at home? Go in and sign up for a new floor. Get it on the schedule, and we'll know that we get it out there in the new year for you.
Yeah. All right. Or, you want to take the easy route. You come on in and get a gift certificate. You give that to her, and she comes in after Christmas and buys something.
Oh, that's smart, too, because, Randy, I don't exactly have the best taste. The office found that out at the Christmas party last week. It's not good.
That is a problem for most men. I mean, if you come in here and you're going to surprise her and buy her a new rug, I'll guarantee she's not going to like it.
It's probably going to come back to Randy. She's going to pick out another one. That makes sense. I got you there.
Well, yeah, that's a dangerous game you don't really want to play.
Well, Randy, I know I'm going to be over later today. I got a Christmas card for you, but since I won't be talking to you before the holidays, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and very happy holidays as a whole, man.
Merry Christmas to you too, Wally.
Absolutely. Well, Randy, we'll see you in a bit. Otherwise, make sure everybody goes over there and check out Randy for himself. When is our holiday hours going to affect anything this next couple weeks?
We're closed on Christmas Eve day, and then Christmas Day. I think the day after yet, we're also closed.
Okay.
So
that's not that bad.
Those are days typically you don't think too much about shopping for floors.
You know what? That's fair, Randy. You know what? That's why you're the wise guy that I get to call and thankfully inform me, because I'm one of these days I'm going to actually know what I'm doing, and it's thanks to you.
Okay.
Well, Randy, have a great day, man.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. We're going to throw it to break now. When we come back, Kayla and I are going to let you know what's going on. That's next here on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Flying and the roads are slick, it's winter in Wisconsin, all right. Make sure your ride's ready for the cold with the hometown team at Riverside Tire and Auto in Beaver Dam. Jeremy Schultz and his crew keep you rolling with honest, reliable service. Tires, alignments, suspension, electrical work, and more. Keep out of the cold. Have your battery, heating and cooling, and tires checked today. Ask about current Michelin discounts on new tires. Riverside Tire and Auto, 305 South Center Street in Beaver Dam. Driving with confidence starts here. Schedule your appointment today.
It's the most wonderful time. All right. I'll stop. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Join me, Wally Lukashansky, and Charlie Dern on the Damn Sports Show, brought to you by Real Sports Cards in Waupun, as we take a look inside all things Wisconsin. Green Bay's division push, Wisconsin and Milwaukee basketball heating up, and Beaver Dam boys and girls hockey and basketball. Join us weekdays from 4 until 5 on the Daily Dodge YouTube page, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Ho, ho, holy cow, that's a lot of sports.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Our last chance sale is running strong, and you can save up to 70% off of list prices. Now, some of these items are while supplies last, and some of them are literally last chance offers. You can just save big on closeout models, discontinued and overstock models. Let's get them gone before the end of the year and help us not count as much inventory. We have this wake sectional at a last chance lowest price ever, and it's on sale for as little as $17.77. Check out these 2 sets of chairs for as little as $4.99. Or extra large chair and a half power recliners at only $644. Our last chance sofa, this Ogden sofa, is only $449. We have Lazy Boys price to go, sofas that recline price to go, and love seats on sale. Don't forget to check out our clearance area with special one-off offers. Take them before the end of the year and save big during our last chance sale going on strong right now at Slumberland Furniture, Beaver Dam, and Watertown.
Bring home the comfort you've been dreaming of at Slumberland Furniture of Beaver Dam and Watertown.
The Summit team in Beaver Dam treats you like family. That's because we're locally owned. Thanks for voting us Best of Dodge County. See us for sales, service, oil changes, and more. Need work done? Take advantage of our mobile service or pick up and drop off. Summit Automotive Ford, your hometown team.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game. In 6 minutes. No more, no less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. Find it now on Bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Tune in to 95.3 WBEV Thursday at 11:10 for December's Let's Talk with Beaver Dam Unified School District Superintendent Mark DiStefano. We'll discuss students and staff highlights, academic progress, and exciting program developments. We'll also walk through facility improvements, winter weather protocols, and the important safety updates. It's Let's Talk with Beaver Dam Unified School District Superintendent Mark DiStefano this Thursday at 11:10 on Daily Dodge TV and 95.3 WBEV.
Hey neighbor, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. Discover McKinstry's and make this your best Christmas ever. They're having a store-wide holiday sale this Christmas. Give yourself or someone you love a special gift for the home. You can choose from over 100 Lazy Boy recliners they've got in stock and ready for delivery with prices starting at just $399. Imagine how excited they're going to be to get that awesome Lazy Boy recliner. They've got a selection of Christmas doormats for just $9 each, or give the gift of time with a wall or tabletop clock. They've got tabletop clocks starting at just $39. Brighten up that dark corner with a decorative table or floor lamp. Many Tiffany lamps are on sale for just $99. Make this your best Christmas ever with gifts for the home. Shop the holiday sale at McKinstry's Home Furnishings, celebrating Christmas in downtown Beaver Dam for 167 years, but hurry in, sale ends December 23rd. Head back down to the Daily Dodge TV studio and more with Mr. Wally.
Well, of course, Kale. First of all, thank you today. We have a lot going on, as we often do, and we're busy over here at the station. This is a wonderful time of year because there always seems to be something going on. And I'm going to throw it over to you first and then come back because I'm going to have some sports stuff coming up this week that I really got to highlight because this is that winter time of year where athletics seem to be in full bloom.
Yes, it's a crazy week this week with high school sports. So excited to hear about that. But no, I'm super excited to share the lineup for our Christmas Eve and Christmas Day programming here on 95.3 WBEV. We've got a ton of special programs and things to get you in the holiday mood for your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So Christmas Eve Day, we start off as normal at the WBEV morning show broadcasting on Christmas Eve, the 24th. And then next week, we should mention all of next week, Hometown Today, Community Comment, and Taking Care of Business, going to be taking the week off for a little holiday break. So basically for the rest of the day, we're going to have all your favorite Christmas music for you starting at 9 o'clock all the way through 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve Day. And then at 5 o'clock on the 24th, Jeff Hall will have a special Christmas Eve edition of The Barn Show. And then we really get into it starting at 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve with Wayland Academy's Lessons and Carols, which is always a wonderful program. I was just listening to it yesterday as we get it ready for broadcast, and it's going to be another fantastic show there. So 6 o'clock Christmas Eve, you got Wayland Academy's Lessons and Carols. Then at 7 p.m., on Christmas Eve, we'll have St. Stephen's Beaver Dam's Christmas service, which is always great. At 8 p.m., we'll have the Beaver Dam Area Orchestra Holiday Concert.
Let's go.
Yeah, then at 9 p.m., we'll have the Red Kettle Concert. We talked to those folks a couple weeks ago. I know that was a really, really great concert. So that's at 9 o'clock Christmas Eve. 10 o'clock, we'll have Music and Spoken Words Holiday Special. And then at 10:30, we'll have First Lutheran Church of Beaver Dam's Christmas Eve service. So that is what your Christmas Eve looks like on the 24th here on 95.3 WBEV. And then we get into Christmas Day, and it is just jam-packed. From midnight to 5 a.m., you know, if you're one, you want to, you know, you're staying up, you're greeting Santa at the door, whatever it may be. Midnight to 5 a.m. Christmas Day, we're going to have all your favorite Christmas music with limited interruptions. Then starting at 5 a.m., we're going to have part one of the Mannheim Steamroller, an American Christmas Holiday Special. That'll be from 5 a.m. until 9 a.m. on Christmas morning. So as you're getting up and finding all the gifts under the tree, you can have that on. And then we've got some of those great local show concerts that we're going to rebroadcast again on Christmas Day. We'll have the Red Kettle Concert at 9 a.m., The Beaver Dam Area Orchestra is going to be at 10 a.m. The St. Stephen's Beaver Dam Christmas service is going to be at 11 a.m. And then at noon on Christmas Day, I'm really excited about this, Wally. About a month and a half ago or so, you and I had a few folks in from the Watertown Players.
I was wondering if I was sitting here crossing my fingers while you were going. I'm like, come on, it's got to be there.
And they were putting on a great production of the old time radio play A Christmas Story. So they do this, for those who don't recall, they do this show on stage, but they don't necessarily have the typical stage props or act moving around the stage. It's all done stepping up to a microphone and doing it for radio. But they were still doing it for a live audience, and we got to talk to them. We said, hey, what do you think about actually putting that on the radio? They were excited, and that will be on the radio on Christmas Day at noon, the Watertown Players production of A Christmas Story, old-time radio play. That one is going to be really exciting. Can't wait to hear it. So that's going to be awesome. And then after that's done around 2 o'clock on Christmas Day, we'll get to part 2 of the Mannheim Steamroller American Christmas, and then that rolls us all the way through midnight on the 25th. So that's really exciting. And then Christmas on December 26th, we still got some programming for you. Midnight, 6 a.m., we're still going to have Christmas music for you. And then from 6 till 9 on the 26th, we'll have the ABC News Christmas special, and then most of the rest of that day, we'll have some Christmas music for you, and then we jump into some Bucks basketball that night, the 26th. So that is what Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the 26th is looking like. So you're home for the holidays right here on 95.3 WBEV. But before we get to that, we've got some major high school sports this week.
We do, and I just have to throw one comment out there before we throw it to high school sports, because I've already enlightened and informed my family back in Pittsburgh, because I get to drive back home on Friday. I won't be back until the start of the new year. And I've already told them on Christmas Eve, I'm playing WBEV for like 3 or 4 hours. And they're like, I guess you work there, you're allowed. So I'm going to have Dodge County Radio in Pittsburgh rocking for like 3 or 4 hours. So I'm going to make sure I box out on a few of those.
I love it.
Have to.
And now Christmas Day, you're going to be listening on DailyDodge.com for that Watertown Players Christmas Story.
Well, that's the easiest sell ever. My mom's obsessed with the Christmas Carol. It's her favorite thing in the world. So as soon as I get to tell her there's a radio show for it, my dad might roll his eyes until they're stuck, but I don't care. And my mom and I are going to be jamming, and we're going to have fun, have a little eggnog. It's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it, kid.
When the Watertown Players were here, and we were talking about this. We were talking about the fact that years ago, the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater had done a couple of these that we had broadcast, and they were always so popular and so much fun. And it's really fun to see both sides of it. To just listen. To listen to it is fun, because you can kind of get to make that visual up in your head, but then to actually go see how it's done is really intriguing too. So I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty fired up. I know we're going to be locked in, as I'm going to be locked in tonight, as I'll be on the site trying to figure out where, because we are a few bodies down here at the station, but we do have a double header on both Tuesday and Thursday this week on Daily Dodge TV. You can watch the boys hockey team play Manitowoc tonight. That one we're going to have coverage starting at 6:45 on Daily Dodge TV. And then on Daily Dodge TV and ESPN BD, we have the Oregon basketball team coming in to face the boys, as the boys starting the season really, really hot, looking to get another conference win with this one here. Before we look to Thursday, and all of a sudden, again, we're going to have a jam-packed slate for you. Oregon, again, come into town to face the girls basketball team, before, hopefully, we're crossing fingers that we're able to get a Daily Dodge broadcast of the girls hockey team, as they are going to have a rematch. Last year, they fell just short of going to state, and that came against Cap City. And I know that the girls over there are itching and have been looking forward, had this one circled on the calendar for a while. And even if I'm not there covering it, there's a very good chance I'm there as a fan. So jam-packed there. That's a doubleheader. And last one for you, Kale, on Friday. The boys hockey team back in action again at the Family Center. You can watch them on Daily Dodge TV take on McFarland. Jam-packed.
It is. That is, man, that's it. If you're high school sports, this is a good week for you.
Well, and one of the beauty of it, too, I know we're going to have Wade Bates on the Damn Sports Show on Friday. He's going to kind of break down a lot of what's going on in the prep world. We usually talk prep sports for about 15 minutes right there at that 4:30 time slot. So make sure you're listening on 1430 ESPN. We'll get you all caught up on everything you need to know. Beaver Dam High School Sports. But I think that's going to do it for us here today, Kale. We're going to wrap it up, and we'll be back same time, same place tomorrow with another edition of Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.